Last month, Coco sent me the strongest viewer run I've seen. He deleted the waterfall giant on turn 4, was one-shotting enemies, and then died to the test subject from full health. Several players sent in their runs with a message that they played the final combat wrong, but you didn't lose the run on floor 48. You lost on floor 3, floor 10, and especially floor 45. Today we're doing a full case study on how one run lost its way and how you can learn to stick the landing on runs that you shouldn't lose. And to be clear, this video is not about mid-combat mistakes, like bricking your Orichalcum on turn 1 against the Dorito, or bricking your Orichalcum on turn 2 against the Burrito, or even bricking your Orichalcum on turn 3 against the Burrito. Burrito? Did I say burrito? But I will disagree with Kelly Clarkson. What doesn't kill you makes you weaker, because now we're down an upgrade. This video mainly covers Act 3. Most of Coco's early plays were pretty strong, and you can see how easily he deletes the Act 1 and 2 bosses. But there were a couple questionable moments. The biggest early mistake was not paying for Retain here. If there's any card that wants Retain, it's Conqueror, and paired with Retain on Falling Star, we have a triple damage Sovereign Blade on demand. And you can see how Conqueror not having Retain leads to some misplays down the road. But mostly the early choices were good. We get a Comet, upgrade it, and fuel it with Star Generation. I don't love paying health here in the Doll Room event, but some people just really love Bing Bong. But I disagree with basically every play Coco makes after the Act 2 boss. Coco takes Seeking Edge over Big Bang. This is bad for 3 reasons. First, we have Bing Bong. The second Seeking Edge played is practically worthless, and on the other hand, Big Bang Bing Bong. Secondly, and more importantly, as you get further in the run, your deck building becomes less abstract and more about specific problem solving. Which fights am I weak at and which ones can I lose? The scariest AoE fights are already behind us. The little nibblers cause more emotional damage than actual damage, and the same goes for the LARPers. We already have enough damage to take out these enemies one by one, and we definitely don't need AoE for the boss fights. And thirdly, Big Bang Bing Bong, or Bing Bong Big Bang. This is actually the second time I've shot this video because the first one had issues. Please subscribe. Next, Coco picks Psy, which is actually a great counter to forgetting Orichalcum. And then Coco gets to this shop. And I get it, Heavenly Drill plus Chemex is a great combo, but if we would make a diagram of our deck, it's definitely not damage that we're lacking. We already have enough damage to take care of phase 1 of the test subject. It's phases 2 and 3 we should worry about. Our deck cannot block, and we have a small deck. Phase 2 of the test subject has Painful Stabs, which will flood our deck with wounds if we can't block, and that will ruin us in phase 3, where the test subject is intangible every other turn. If I'm eyeing anything here, it's Oddly Smooth Stone and Cloak of Stars, and then saving cash for the next shop. And the next shop is incredible. We find a blocked solution with double Eternal Armor, Heart of Iron, and Psy for 30 passive block per turn. There's even Touch of Insanity to make one of the Eternal Armors free if we need, and we can slap Adroit on our Heavenly Drills for additional block. Combined with the Perma Weak from Comet, we basically can't take damage once we're set up. There's also Child of Stars, which I would like more if our Falling Star had Retain, but it's definitely an option. Instead, Coco buys Pantograph on full health. Even so, I think the run is still winnable, but Coco keeps making himself Glacier and Cannoneer. Our damage should be Comet and Sovereign Blade, but now that he's picked up these Heavenly Drills, he's tempted by Giria. He's lifting, but he's definitely skipping Leg Day, both metaphorically and literally. And then this Pathing. Our deck is strong against the Act 3 elites, and we have a Pantograph. We should be farming, but instead we skip 2 elites to lift and go to a question mark. And I get it, I've thrown away a win streak by hitting question marks to go to bed early, but I've never been in this much of a hurry. The Pathing is punished by getting 2 curses, Big Bang Bing Bong, 1 final lift when we should probably be fishing for better potions with Tiny Mailbox, and it's off to the boss. Phase 1 goes easily without the help of Heavenly Drills, but there's actually no reason to kill or use a potion this turn. Sovereign Blade retains, so we have a free kill next turn if needed. Turn 2, our lack of block density starts to show, and instead of a free turn, we take 2 wounds. And turn 3, we take 2 more wounds by not using Speed Pot with Reflect. Turn 6, and you start to see the accumulation of all the choices pile up. We could be up a couple of relics, have better potions, have 25 plating, have Child or Stars with retaining block on demand, but instead we have 3 strength, 2 shames, and a draining life bar. Losses in Slay the Spire are an accumulation of errors. There's no one trick. The path of getting better is making 1,000 small improvements to your game. Coco told me he's never won as Regent, but he was so close, just 10 damage short. Next time, you got it.